wanted to tell you guys about a dream I had last night. Try to make it short and precise. So I usually get these type of dreams a lot. They're like other dimensional type of dreams that I haven't had them for a while because I'm sleeping like crap. But I got like 3 solid hours in, and I woke up after I had this dream. It was horses, flying horses that could race. And picture being inside a hollowed out 20-story building. You know, about 150 feet across, 100 by like 100 feet by 100 feet, and 20 stories up. And these horses, it was like a racetrack for horses, except instead of racing in circles 2D, they raced 3D in spirals going up. And I was looking at them. Some guy was talking to me about one of them was this older one who still wanted to race, and I think they were gonna stop the race or something. And the older one turned out to be the only one with wings. It was a Pegasus. It was big though, and it was darker colored, and I was racing up there, and there was some person there talking to me about if I wanted to race it, it was going to be a handful or something like that to train. Or that's not. It was. They didn't say that, but that was the feeling you get. You know, dreams are more like telepathic. So they were racing up. There was different colored ones. There was like white ones. There was even a couple blue ones. They raced up in spirals in this building, and then all of a sudden it turned to where inside this column building, the inside of this structure, it was a 3D music lab where, I was working on a music piece. It was a collaboration where you can see all the sound waves in 3D, and they all spiraled up and meshed together in 3D structures too. And I was trying to do a melody. I had a melody going, and this other person I was working with, I think it was a guy, he was supposed to add his part, but he wasn't getting my melody. I could hear the melody too. I can't hear it now though, but so I had to show him. So I turned my piece sideways, went around the column. It was all like a big column of music in light and 3D pattern structure of music. And so I went over to his side of the 3D view a little more to try to show him what was going on, and then I noticed that his melody that he was coming up with over there was a different shape too, so I could get a better understanding of where he was coming from. I think there was more going on, but he was the only add-on I was working on at the time. So this music too, every time you would move around it, like walk to the other side of it, it would change total in the structure, and you could see like here's one melody. It was like a flat thing like coming at you, and then when you moved, it was like that coming at you. So it was all 3D, and it was up and down. Wish I could explain the feeling of it. There was bright green colors in the notes, and I can't remember how it was. He had like gray and blue notes, and mine were like a bright neon green or dark neon green, or maybe it was vice versa. But it was mainly my tune. I was like the conductor, but I would let other people put in ideas. It was interesting. Then I woke up like, whoa, I haven't had one of those dreams for a while. Yeah, I started out with the horses and the one big Pegasus horse. A bunch of horses. I wonder how many there were, like 10 to 15 horses. Maybe more. Having a horse race, 3D spiral up to the sky. And then boom, I was in the same room conducting the music. Or, yeah, trying to compose a piece of music. It was funny though how when you went like this and changed the angles, how much the music itself changed. And even the melodies would kind of change from a certain view. In this reality, like those dream realities, I used to get that all the time. And I wake up from dreams like that, and I'm back here, and it's always like a shock because I'm like, God damn, this is totally different and flat compared to that. And plus, in those dreams, also, I remember wanting to mention this too. I wrote some stuff down, but it was dark and it's hard to see, and I don't have it on me. You also get your thoughts and feelings are different in the dream. You don't analyze it the same. You just kind of go with the flow, and you feel your life in that experience is different than it is here. Here it's more analytical, constant analyzing and strategizing. There, it's more experiential, as if that's a word, experiential, yeah, whatever. Well, yeah, it was a interesting dream. So I had shock. I woke up, I was like, oh, Jesus, I forgot about this place, which I do all the time. I mean, usually, lately I've been bummed out. In a lot of my life, I've been bummed out to come back here. But that felt good, to have a little glimmer of that. And I get those all the time, like energy, kind of sorcery type dreams. I used to get them all the time. I haven't for the past 6 months that much, only little glimpses here and there. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. Pegasus one was pretty cool. He was the only one with wings. They were all like strong, big animals. Pretty intense and racing. They seemed to be happy with it. There was a couple turquoise colored ones too. White, turquoise, black, blue, gray, purple. Maybe a green. I don't know if there was a green or not. There wasn't the music notes, that's for sure. The music was really cool though. It was a tower that would move, and one time I had an experience where I focused so hard on music for about a week, literally 24 hours a day I would have music on my head. I did it on purpose as an experiment. I don't know what I was doing it for. Oh yeah, it was when I first started playing guitar and I wanted to take in every type of music and sound that I could as an influence. And this is before internet radio and all that. Like right before that. This is like 1989, 1990. So there was internet radio. I didn't have it though. But so I'm just listening to local radio. I listened to everything. I listened to music that I hated. Forced myself to. I did this day after day. When I sleep here and everything. Classical music, everything. Country, classic rock stations. There's not really hip hop on the radio. There was some like R&B stuff, you know, pop music. And I did that, and it got so bad that one night I was like sweating and sick, and I thought I was gonna throw up. I was like, oh, I couldn't handle it. It was like pain. I just kept going. And then I started to see sound in 3D. I would also pretend that each instrument and sound wave that I was coming through was a different alien trying to convey an important message to me at the precise same time as other aliens. So I would focus intently on everything at once, or try to. And then that's when sound popped into 3D. It took on a shape. The whole room filled up. I couldn't see colors so much as shape. Like bass notes were a different shape, and different sounds were in different corners of the room and different sides of the room. Recycling center. I've never been one on loud noises. Like a lot of people, when they shut a door, they have to slam it and they don't even notice they're doing it. Jesus, fuck, that's annoying. I worked at a recycling center too for about 2 months, one summer, driving around a forklift and shit. It was pretty loud. Yeah, people don't even notice they're being loud. Like, even my family members and stuff, when they close the door, they're like, poof, or the microwave, poof. You can tell a person's nature by how they move. Like a lot of people are, what are you gonna say? I was gonna say vulgar or crass. That's not it. Abrasive, and some people are really smooth. I tend to be more on the smooth side. I mean, maybe I'm abrasive when I say to people sometimes, or because I'm too honest or moody or something. I usually hold that in. But you can tell a person's true nature by how they shut a microwave door or a common household inside door. Even by myself, I'm always quiet because I don't like the bang sound. God damn, that's loud. Try to be smooth, you know. When I shut a microwave, I just shut it. I don't. Like some people think that's the only way it works. Oh, it's not shut. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I do notice that, so I have a hard time living with people. Or like a door going to a bedroom or something. Whereas I'm like, you know, it's a different mentality. Because I think abrasive sounds like that are disruptive to my train of thought of where I'm actually trying to be, or where I'm actually like to be in my mind frame. And when I hear banging, it's an abrasive crash back to this reality. Hello, hey Ellen, bang, go to work, bam. Be a good citizen. Don't think for yourself. Don't be creative. Pile drive that stack of stuff over there for money. Food, shelter. Mate with a breeder. God. What if this train said Pegasus on it? Let's see. Holy crap, that's loud. That's louder than a left nut. Nope, don't see any Pegasus. Got some graffiti though. Microwave shut. Pegasus flying. Three-dimensional interstellar music you're making with the masses. Energy waves.